Let me tell you a story. Summer of 2014, I did a semester at the University of California, Berkeley. I stayed in a hostel called International House. Just very imaginatively, it was the house where all the international students stayed. Americans, right? My peers were German, Japanese, Lebanese, French, Indian, and Singaporean. My roommate happened to be my best friend. And I told him, Baba, I don't give a shit, but we are not hanging out with the other Singaporeans. Okay, calm down all you patriots, you can see the fervor in the room. But Singaporeans tend to form a bubble when they travel. I did not travel 1,000 miles to live in a bubble. So what we did was, we took a sign and we put it outside our room. It said, free shots. Knock and you shall receive. We had Japanese guys knocking on the door. Ooh, shots! We had an Indian guy come there, hey man, I heard there were shots here, man. And then there was, sir, we heard there were perhaps some shots here. Do you have these shots? French. And then, there was her. When she first knocked on the door, and when I opened it, she was exactly the kind of girl you want to see on the opposite end of the door. She had the kind of smile that made you think, oh my God, is she supposed to be moving in slow motion? And we had one of those summer romances that you carry on with you for a lifetime. But unfortunately, summer does not last a lifetime. I had to leave. Winter was coming. And I don't know if I'll ever see her again. But I'm keeping that door open. Let me tell you another story. Somewhere in Nassim Road, Jack had a luxurious home. He had his own practice as a dentist. And his new neighbor just moved in. So he pulled up on the driveway and he peeked over. And he saw Ken parked there with the most ostentatious, crass-looking Subaru Impreza parked there with the bass just blasting and the spoiler at the back. Ken had just won his lottery. And with his newfound fortune, had moved into a very luxurious home, right smack next to Jack. Jack looked over and thought, oh my God, is it all worth it? 35 years of drilling teeth. 8 hours a day, staring into the teeth of people, and this guy, a janitor, scratched a few tickets, and is here where I am right now. Think about Jack, he's kind of blind the same way we all are. We only see, we only observe the lives people are leading now, not the unobserved lives. He didn't quite grasp the probabilities. And that's the interesting thing about probability. If we took Jack's life and we played it 1,000,000 times over from after his graduation, what we would see is a man living pretty much the same life. Having a nice comfortable home in Nassim Road. Maybe, at best, if he managed to get a nice practice at Camden Medical Center, he'd be whitening the teeth of Zoe Tay and a couple of investment bankers. But nothing much would change. But on the other hand, if you look at the life of Ken, in all but 1 out of 1,000,000 lives, he'd be a janitor scrubbing the toilets, holding in his hand a crumpled and unfruitful lottery ticket. Let me tell you another story. A story about 35 people in a room, sitting beside 35 other people at a Junior League speech competition, forming 1,000 individual stories of their own. Stories of joy, grief, romance, tragedy, victory, of small conversation. I can't decide what's scarier. The idea that our lives are so rigid, so fixed, that even if we live them 1,000,000 times over, that nothing changes. Okay. Or that our lives swing so wildly between misery and success on the whims of luck, like Ken. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe there's hope. Maybe it doesn't have to be so extreme. Maybe all it takes is a little sign outside of a door. Maybe if I lived that summer 1,000 times over, I wouldn't be here talking to you about a girl named Abby. I might be talking to you about a Kimberly, or a Shana, or a Serene, or maybe no one at all. Possibilities. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys here. How about if we took chances? What if we opened up that door and we just let fate scatter all those little free lottery tickets life tends to throw our way, and we took chances like that? What if we had our jobs, but then we maybe played a band on a weekend with our friends? What if we traveled, but not as tourists, but spent a night at a hostel in Mexico with 20 other people and one overweight Australian guy sleeping on top, keeping you up at 2 a.m. But in the darkness, you lock eyes with a beautiful stranger? What if you get that call from a hotshot investment banker or a publisher, and we cancel everything we have just to go, because when life throws you opportunities, we take it. Let you tell me a story, ladies and gentlemen. My door is always open. Thank you very much.